Hi guys, German Prepper here. Anatoly Antonov, Russian Federation Ambassador to the United States, has answered a Newsweek question that I think most of us will find somewhat alarming. Here is the question, guys. Dear Anatoly Ivanovich, how can you comment on the recent statements by the commanders of the 101st Airborne Division of the US Ground Forces about their readiness to immediately join the fighting on Ukrainian territory as soon as the order is received? Here is Antonov's extremely telling and refreshingly unambiguous reply. We have already officially drawn the attention of high-ranking American officials to the inadmissibility of bravura statements by US Army commanders. Washington is increasingly involved in the conflict in Ukraine, turning the country's territory into a battlefield with Russia. Despite the concern of the local public and the calls of a number of lawmakers, and not only from the Republicans, but also from the Democrats, the administration is pushing its own line. The desire to inflict a strategic defeat on our country is directly stated in the recently published National Security Strategy. We do not intend to put up with the state of affairs when military threats are growing on Russian borders. The direct participation of the US military in the fighting will lead to disastrous consequences. I am convinced that further aggravation of the situation is not in the interests of Washington. Let me remind you that 60 years ago, at the time of the most acute phase of the Caribbean crisis, our countries came close to the threshold of an all-destroying conflict, but at the last moment they managed to take a step back. Russian-American ties again found themselves at the bottom. It would be madness to push it further in relations between the major nuclear powers. Although today it is difficult to predict how far the United States is ready to go in an escalation with us, one can only hope that the White House and the Pentagon are still able to stop at the dangerous line. An excellent answer there, guys. Regardless of whatever side you favour in this war, I believe we might broadly agree with the ambassador's words of warning there. I also note he offers an extremely small and yet existent hope for the possibility of stepping back from the abyss of two nuclear-armed adversaries going to war. A question for you all now to end. Did you agree with the ambassador's words, and at this point, do you believe the sides might yet take a step back? As always, looking forward to reading your answers. Keep prepping, guys. Cheers for now.